Petr Ginz was an artist and a writer and can truly be described as a child prodigy. He wrote at least 8 science fiction novels by the time he was 14 years old. He kept a diary, which reveals not only the escalating hardships, fear, and uncertainty facing the Jewish population in Nazi-occupied Prague, but also his exuberance and love of life. At 14, he was deported by himself to Terezin. Upon arrival to the ghetto, most preteen and teenage children were separated from their parents and placed into children's homes in an effort to improve their conditions and secretly to educate them. Under the tutelage of their guardian, Walter, Peter and the other 40 or 50 boys in the home created a system of self-government in order to organize their own lives. Their warm, supportive group became a kind of new family. These young boys created their own newspaper called Vedem, which means "we will lead" in Czech. Petr was the editor and encouraged his young fellow journalists to have their contributions ready on time. Their writings range from silly and playful to mournful and tragic. Jokes and stories, comics, poetry, essays, puzzles, cynical observations, drawings, and illustrations. They offer an amazing glimpse of the resiliency and creativity of these children, even under such difficult conditions. Besides being the Vedem editor, Petr had his own column called Ghetto Rambles, in which he visited various parts of the ghetto, such as the bakery and the morgue, and interviewed the people there. He also illustrated some of the magazine covers and articles. This cover of Vedem, illustrated by Petr, shows us the remarkable spirit of the boy who created it and what the magazine stood for. In the illustration, we see a cannon, but not a cannon made out of iron, designed to fight an enemy with ammunition and fire. This cannon is a curled edition of Vedem. The 3 cannonballs stacked next to the cannon, waiting to be fired, are labeled mirth, laughter, and satire. How did Peter and his friends perceive the reality in Terezin and their role in it? What were they hoping to achieve? Was this a way of coping with the situation, or perhaps an act of defiance? Through Vedem, through laughter, through writing and drawing and comradeship and free will and thought, these young creators found meaning and maybe even hope in a world of chaos and uncertainty. Embracing those ideals was a type of resistance where real armed resistance was impossible. Petr Ginz was murdered at the age of 16 in Auschwitz.